Hello, my name is Maggie Hass, and this is my legal issues in the workplace final presentation. I am using Screencast-O-Matic to record this. So I'm going to start by talking about the OSHA laws. OSHA is something I've been very familiar with in my past, and it's something that I'm sure that I'll be using a lot often in my future. So, the workplace safety procedures is what OSHA is all about, making sure that people feel safe in their workplace, not just the employees, but also the customers as well. Violation to any of these laws, mostly regarding to sanitation, um, can lead to either fines or could even shut down the business. So, HIPAA is the next law that I'm going to be talking about, and that's the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. This was put into place to prevent disclosure of patient health information, as well as to reduce healthcare fraud and abuse. Oftentimes, HIPAA laws are mostly just used in medical facilities, and it's taken very seriously to not disclose any information unless it's absolutely necessary for the patient's health or betterment. The next laws I'm going to talk about are the ADA and other hiring laws. So these laws were put into place to prevent discrimination from playing any role in public places or in hiring. So, ADA is the American Disabilities Act, and that act protects against people with a disability from being treated any differently in public or from not being um, able to be hired because of their disability. Um, and it also ties in with other hiring laws. So this also relates to gender, race, age, all kinds of discrimination in hiring, and so on and so forth. The next laws I'll be talking about are the privacy laws. These laws were put into place to protect people's personal information. So, both over technology and in person. Now, personal information can be released under certain circumstances, such as somebody being in trouble, going missing, being hurt, needing identification. But besides that, a lot of places take the privacy laws very seriously. This can but it goes both ways. So it's not just privacy for the employer, but also for the employee. So both employers have the right to keep private information about their company away from employees, but also employees have a right to not give away all of their information to their employer. And both parties cannot dispose of any information without clearance of that first. Finally, I'm going to be talking about harassment. Harassment was the last unit that we did together. And so this slide will be about generalized harassment, not just sexual harassment. But harassment has become a really big issue in the workplace. And so, how to handle harassment, a lot of the times it just comes to talking to your superior if it's happening. Otherwise, if it's your superior who's doing it, there's almost always someone above that person's head. And harassment usually leads to an investigation which has multiple steps to it. They have to investigate both parties. Sometimes one party or the other has to take administrative leave while this happens. They investigate it, see whether they have enough evidence against it or not, and then some form of punishment will be transferred, whether that be just like fines or losing their job entirely or being switched to a different um, section So, um, harassment is a very personal experience for each law because each um, business can decide to go about it differently. All right, and finally, I would just like to say I really enjoyed the course and I feel like I learned a lot from it. And information was very easily accessible and useful, and it didn't go on too long. I felt like I had all um, the supplies that I needed to succeed in the course. And I would also like to thank you, Miss Heileman, for being so understanding this entire semester and always helping if I need it. It was really nice to have you as an instructor again after I had you in high school. So, who knows? Maybe I'll get another course with you next term. But yes, so I would like to say thank you again for everything, and I hope that you have a great rest of your summer.